god, it's raining so hard and it's like so windy right now. It's so miserable. Oh my god. So I was like packing today, right? And yeah, so I got most of the things that I wanted to get rid of out. Although I think my car doesn't fit as much as I thought it would. Yeah, I ended up having to like FedEx like 6 boxes, and it cost me like $500 because it didn't fit in my car, because I overestimated how much fits in my car. And in addition to that, like I had to leave behind like my scuba diving like fins, as well as my skateboard. I gave my fins to my neighbor, and then I gave my skateboard to a friend. But I don't know, I kind of wish I kept it, to be honest, because I think at the time, like my trunk is like full, right? And I didn't want to put things in like the back seat, but you know, in retrospect, property crime only exists kind of in urban areas, and most of my drive is going to be super rural and suburban. So realistically, I don't think I had much to worry about. So yeah, so there's that. I was asking my friend if she thought my hair was like wavy. It looks kind of wavy, but she just said it looked damaged. Anyways, yeah, no, I was just like thinking like, damn, I need like a better decision-making framework, because I've been up since like 7, and my sleep has been pretty bad for the past couple of days, and I was just like moving from like, you know, 7 until like 3, and then when I was making the decision of whether or not to bring the skateboard and the scuba diving fins or not, I kind of was like, yeah, I was just like so tired when that moment came, and I think I made the wrong decision. I think I should have just brought it with me, because, you know, there's no likelihood it's gonna get stolen, because like I'm in the middle of like freaking nowhere. Like, what are you gonna do with a skateboard here, or like scuba diving fins here, you know? But I think at the time I was just like being paranoid and irrational, and I didn't really think things through. I think I erred too much in caution, because I have a lot of expensive stuff in my car. Like I have my violin, I have like a lot of like random electronics, I have my monitors. Yeah, so yeah, I feel like I just need like a better decision-making framework for how I do things and when I do it, because whatever I have right now isn't good enough, sadly. Alas. Also, I was looking in the mirror and I'm like, damn, my abs look kind of good right now. I think this is like the best they've ever looked in my life. Unfortunately, I don't think it's gonna last. It's sad. I've been doing a lot of random physical therapy. Sorry. I've been doing a lot of planks and like dead bugs, I think that's what they're called, for physical therapy, because my back is kind of shit. And honestly, it's been like doing wonders. So do physical therapy. I think it's good for y'all. So we're in Salt Lake City. Yeah, I drove through Nevada today. It was fun. Did a lot of cool stuff. I was here in Salt Lake City, you know, like 5 years ago, because, you know, I don't really know why. I had this like internship that I turned down that was in Salt Lake City, and I always regretted it because like I feel like there's a lot of things in life that are very time bound. I feel like living in Salt Lake City in your sophomore year of college versus like, you know, now it's like completely different. And I've always kind of regretted that because that experience was something I'm never going to get again. And I think like missing out on that experience has like informed me a lot of like what I do, like recognizing how time bound everything is. So not that I'm here, I'm just like passing through. Yeah, because like it's like 11 and I need to sleep. Although I'm not really tired, but I feel like it's time to rest. So I'm heading to this Venezuela restaurant. So it's with A. It's like Abracadabra or something. I don't know. Yeah, so that's where I am. That's what I'm doing right now. You know, I'm so glad I brought like a jacket because my AI bot told me that I wouldn't need it, but it forgot that it's winter in most places. So that's where we are at the moment. Yeah, it's really interesting here. I like how it's a place where I can find parking. I think that's very important to me. Parking. Because if you don't have parking, then you can't park. And a lot of cities, you can't really park. So that's like a big problem. But yeah, so I guess this means like I'm around like maybe a third of the way through. Yeah, I don't know. And the restaurant name is Rempas, not Abracadabra. I'm so stupid. So someone gave me a list of a lot of like recommended artists to listen to, and one of them was Portishead, and I've been listening to them like nonstop. It's like such a mood. You know, I was thinking a lot about how like, can you really have a connection with someone when you know you'll never see them again? And like I can't tell. I met someone on this trip, and it's like, is this real? I don't know. Am I just trying to make it real in my head? Like you never know if people feel the same things that you do. You know, like obviously you have what you thought was real, and then other people have what they perceive as what happened. And you never know if your perception of something and their perception of something is the same. You know, I feel like so much of my own life, at least, has been kind of just dealing with the issue that the way I see things and the way other people see things is just like not the same. You know, like I witness and perceive intimacy when others don't, and that causes me a lot of pain because I feel like I feel like people really affect me even when they don't know they do. You know, like I feel like people's Like, I'm very affected by people's sense of aesthetics, and yeah, and you don't know how you affect other people. All you know is how people have affected you. And it could be like really trivial things, like some people affect me more in an hour than some people affect me in like years. And I get a lot of life is just like putting yourself out there and like meeting all these people who affect you, but I don't know, I feel like I'm being pushed in all these directions by people who aren't in my life anymore. And while I try to have like, some very strong aesthetics, there are always people who have evolved their aesthetics more than me. And like even some people's, like, here is like a list of music, or at least artists that this person listened to. And you just never know if people see things the way that you do. And I feel like I spend so much time in trying to understand other people's motivations and how they see things. But I never know, like, you never know, you know what I mean? Like, and again, I'm being repetitive. Like, you constantly think of the question because it's a question that doesn't have an answer. You know, it's like, I mean, there is an answer, but it's not one that you can ever find out. And especially with people you're never going to see again in your life, like, you just never know. I feel like you gotta stop thinking about it, but it's so hard, because these people have affected you, and if you stop thinking about them, you're kind of letting their, like, all of their affect go to waste, right? And I don't know, it's just like you want to grow, but you also want to hold on, and it's difficult. God, I think I just need to sleep on it. Peace.